What's going on, Canfield Nation? Welcome back to Cocca's Pizza here in Canfield. Richie Juliano being joined by the head football coach for the Canfield Cardinals and head coach Mike Pavlansky. Another week, Coach. Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it, Richie. It's always great to be here with you and the YSN staff and at Cocca's Pizza, who's just a tremendous sponsor of our football team.
Another win for your program, now 5-1 on the year. Overall thoughts from your victory against Marion Pleasant?
A win's a win, and we're going to celebrate every win because winning is tough to do.
Yep.
Certainly, we don't think it was our best performance of the year. Give Marion Pleasant a lot of credit for playing hard and being well coached. We thought there was about a 5-minute stretch in the first half and a first 5 minutes of the third quarter where we played up to our standard. So the other 38 minutes left a lot to be desired, and we got to. We played 10 minutes this week. It's all over in the first quarter.
Yeah.
We got to play 48 minutes to have a chance at this thing against Fitch.
Now, although you weren't too happy with your team's performance in the early going, you were still up 21-0 just like that. I mean, you guys continue to grow big leads early in the ball game, and that's really propelled this team and this offense in the future. I mean, you guys just have leads every game, and the defense plays well.
I think it's a credit to all three phases of the game. I mean, our kickers, Zach Ahmed, when he puts the ball in the end zone and the defense starts on the 20 and they get a 3 and out and we get a punt to the 50, you have to field to go. And so it's just not the offense doing their job, and they're doing a great job growing and maturing and getting better every week. But it's certainly a credit to the defense and to the special teams also for us creating those leads.
Now, on the defense against a semi-wing tee, I wouldn't say it was full wing tee like we saw against Chardon last year. I thought they played pretty well, holding the offense of Marion Pleasant to just 7 points. You got to be pleased with the defense once again.
Yeah, no doubt. Our defensive guys played really well, we thought, at times. There's a couple plays in there. Obviously, we didn't do our techniques and fundamentals and our assignments as well as we needed to do. But those things happen in the game. You got to recover. And our guys recovered very well. And, our second team guys got in there in the fourth quarter and unfortunately gave up the shutout again. But those guys deserve to play. They know on tape they got to get a lot better too if they want to see any increased playing time.
Now I got to ask you this: is 35 your favorite number on offense? Because I think it's been 4 weeks in a row now that you have scored 35 points.
Hey, if that's what it takes to win, we're going to keep scoring.
You're consistent.
35. We may need 70 this week.
Yeah, and let's go right into that. Austintown Fitch in the backyard, a team that you don't play every single year. They're a division ahead, D2. This is going to be a fantastic matchup at home. Austintown Fitch, they're a good football team this year. They have a lot of weapons.
Excellent football team. Have a really good argument that they should be 5-0. They lose to Ursuline on a blocked field goal at the end of the game, the last play, and then last week, they had 4 turnovers, which is very uncharacteristic of them. They had a couple more field goals blocked. They snapped the ball over the punter's head. They got the ball punched out at the 2-yard line. It goes through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They left a lot of points on the field, and I'm sure they're itching to get back on the field to kind of redeem themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is a team that almost beat Massillon, Washington, who historically is one of the best programs in Ohio high school football history. They have some weapons outside, a lot of speed. How is your team going to control this speed on Friday?
Well, everything you just said is a credit to TJ Parker and his staff and building the program in the 2 years they've been there to where, they're a complete football team. How do we prepare for this? We're running 2 scout offenses at our defense, so it's an up-tempo practice. So our guys know how to get lined up and they don't get confused, hopefully. And then the best defense we've got is a really good offense that can keep the ball out of their hands.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think they ran 77 offensive plays last week. If they run 77 Friday night, it's going to be name your score time.
Now, an offensive key, do you think converting on third down and being able to run the football? I know Fitch this year has given up a plethora of points. Is that going to be a key on Friday night, be able to convert and be able to run the football consistently?
Richie, without a doubt. Number one, you got to be able to run the football. Now, you don't have to run the football for 400 yards like we've been used to here the last couple of years, or 300 yards. You got to run it effectively. And that's getting 4 yards a pop. So now you opens up the pass game.
Yeah.
If they limit us to one side, one phase of the game, it could be a difficult night. And then obviously in third down, we were only 2 of 8, on third down last week. That's not going to cut it Friday night. We've got to be able to convert third downs and keep their offense on the sideline.
Austintown Fitch, as we mentioned, a division above. They have a pretty big line this season. What do you want to see from your younger guys going against a big line of Austintown Fitch?
Well, I think the first thing we better see is an improvement in fundamentals and technique. We're giving up hitting wrong shoulders. We're giving up getting out of our gaps. If they can push us around, we're going to be in some serious trouble. We've got to use our quickness. We've got to use the ability to get across faces and not what we say tailgate a play and go around people, because all those backs need and all Devin Sherwood needs is a slight crease, and they're gone.
We're here with head coach Mike Pavlansky, the head football coach for the Canfield Cardinals. Another Coach's Corner brought to you by Cocca's Pizza. Coach, this is going to be a great atmosphere tonight. Two communities that really get behind their football teams. This is going to be a fun one, and this is a game that both of us have talked about. We've really had circled on our calendar for a long time.
Yeah, I know kids are excited about playing Austintown Fitch too, and I'm sure the Fitch kids are excited about playing us. And like you said, we got two great communities, and they're going to show out on Friday night at Bob Dove Stadium, and it should be a whale of a game.
Yeah, and I think this also helps your team because you're playing a Division II opponent. When you look at the schedule, you want to find opponents that are in Division II or really good in Division III. I think this helps the strength of schedule for your ball club.
Oh, no doubt. The better teams you play, the more prepared you'll be for the playoffs if you're fortunate to get there. And obviously we're not there at all right now. We're just concentrating on Week 7. And, we want to see a Friday night at 10 o'clock how good we are after Week 7.
Coach, keys to the game this Friday against Austintown Fitch.
We got to be great tacklers. They're going to get their athletes in space, and they're going to force us to be one-on-one tacklers, and we got to be great tacklers. That's the first thing. Number two is we've got to contain Devin Sherwood. You're not going to stop him. He's too good. We've got to make sure he's in the pocket. You can't let him outside the pocket, and then when he tucks it and runs it, we've got to be there to make a tackle. And then obviously to help out those first two keys, we got to keep him on the sideline. Yeah. Our offense has got to stay on the field, and that means converting on third down.
Coach, we appreciate you coming out once again. Week number 7 coming up for the Canfield football team. We are joined by head coach Mike Pavlansky, the head football coach for the Canfield Cardinals, and another Coach's Corner. You could watch his team play on Friday night against Austintown Fitch here on YSN. We'll have the call starting at 7 p.m. This has been another Coach's Corner brought to you by Cocca's Pizza here in Canfield.